Pullman was intended to function as an industrial community, but its design allowed it to become so much more. The area is rich in architecture, recreation, transportation, and culture. While it was once called the most perfect town in the world, years later the neighborhood was threatened to be replaced by an industrial park. But today marks the revitalization of Pullman as local government, businesses, and the residents themselves have aligned to open Gately Stadium, a premier training facility and community center.
I've seen it on pictures, I've seen it on boards, I've seen it in 3D, but when you get here and you see how big it actually is and you see everything all ready to use, it's amazing.
The Gately Park facility is a jewel for this community. This is a world-class athletic facility with attached teaching classrooms, labs, really a gem for all of the youth of this area.
While we do want to showcase the city and the community to higher level track athletes, there's a need for everyday programming, whether it's coming in for meetings, utilizing our community rooms for parties. We want people to come in and feel that they're a part of this building, because without them, this building doesn't succeed.
We see a lot of kids who want to come out because they're actually promoting the sport. On ESPN, they were showing the ATL, the American Track League, was hosted at Arkansas University. And when kids get to see that, and now they get to see the same type of facility right here in their own city, is helping us a lot.
Mondo is it's a step above. That's my favorite surface to train on. I love fresh Mondo tracks. I think some of my best races have been at Mondo tracks.
I know this is a 3,500 seating capacity indoor track and field with the hydraulic lifts, and for me it's like, to see that what I see on TV, I see right here in our community, in this black and brown community. Just looking at the facility and what the track and field can bring for the enrichment of our youth. Some future Wilma Randolph, some future Jesse Owens, and they could come right here on this Mondo track and field.
I think it would be also an attraction for having competitions at any level, which is why we wanted it built to IAAF or World Athletic Stats, so that you could look at bidding for a national championship, an NC championship, a USA national championship, or even an international competition, and it would meet the specs.
I love running on Mondo, honestly. I actually love triple jumping on Mondo, because the Mondo surface is a triple jumper. It gives you a little. It gives. When you're triple jumping, the surface reacts to you. It gives you a little bit of push. It gives you a little bit of response.
It's safer. They get less injuries. It's better for them because they get to run that great surface, and it makes them feel much better.
When I got here, the facility was utterly amazing. It looked really world-class and professional on the track when I was doing my sprints. The quality of the Mondo material was really good on my feet.
Started, I met with a group of older guys. They're former athletes. They're called the Slow Breakers and friends of track and field. Well, out of that breaks out two people, which really three, Conrad Worrell, Rookie Brown, and LZ Higginbottom.
I was contacted by Dr. Conrad Worrell. He's passed on recently, but he was probably the most instrumental in getting the Gately project started and completed with the people he knew and the contacts he knew in the city. And he was going to start an organization. Its aim was to revitalize track and field in the city of Chicago. I simply brought out the plans that I had from years back, and it seems like Gately has followed those pretty closely.
I had a small role with talking to Craig Collins, one of the directors of the facility, and just giving him information. He's reached out and asked about different types of how he think the facility should look, what kind of specs and other things that we might need to have as far as warm-up areas and things like that.
Once the design and concept were developed, I maintained the role in the entire scope of the job, including putting together all of our estimates, all of our figures of project planning, schedules, and Then once we were awarded the job, I was actually the project manager that got to put it all together.
Alderman Harris, along with the Chicago Park District, they came to one of our GPAC meetings and they just laid it out. They had some renderings and everything. So we advocated for it. We stood strong with the alderman. We talked to the community. She had several community meetings and we said, yes, we support that.
As a general contractor with our partner, McHugh, and the team, I gotta give kudos to the team. Where I sit, having a management team, superintendents, project managers, engineers, those guys did a fantastic job.
There's no I in team. So let me say that. We, a group of wonderful people, the mayor, the governor, After School Matters, Friends of Track and Field. I can't take credit because I just think it was a perfect storm of it all being the right time and the right place to make all these things, these pieces kind of come together. I've lived here in my ward my entire life, and so this is an amazing facility. Mondo should be proud to have their name on it.
But I've been in the community over 50 years, and nothing comparable has ever been thought of, let alone built for us as community.
And I think that the economic engine that this is going to create and transform the Southland of the ward will be just tremendous.
Getting commerce, retail, stores to come into our community. How do you do that? When you think about the Drake relays and the Penn relays and all the economic development and resources and the opportunities that are created from large track meets, we can have that at Gateway.
Because with those level of competitions coming in, you're gonna need hotels, you're gonna need restaurants, definitely a boon to the community.
Chicago has a lot of talent, and I'm ready for this track to open up and start getting the publicity that it deserves, for the people of Chicago to get the publicity that they deserve and to really bring out some talent.
Conrad did not get to see the building like I see it because he passed from cancer. Conrad, if you're in heaven, I love you, man, and we're grateful.
Well, my dad was an absolute believer in young people and children. So I know that, he's resting with the ancestors, that he's pleased. This is not just about a facility, but this is about us continuing to invest in young people with our time, with our talents, and now we have a building, a resource to make it happen.